Greetings everyone, welcome back to the channel. Remember to like, share, comment and subscribe. So for today's video, I'm going to give you 20 suggested SBA topics for social studies. So these topics can be used by students and also teachers. A few students have been saying that their teachers are asking for topics that are not related to social issues. But it's difficult to give topics for social studies SBA that are not related to social issues. I don't know why teachers are asking for this. I don't know because CXC does not prohibit students using social issues as topics for social studies. That is not a prohibition by CXC. So teachers, I'm not bashing you, I'm saying allow the students to choose and then you guide them. But don't tell them, say, don't use this, don't use that, don't use this, don't use that, when it's not a requirement for CXC. I think it makes it a little bit more difficult for them. For me personally, I only tell my students two topics not to use: teenage pregnancy and drug abuse, because those topics are available in abundance online and I don't want them to present somebody else's SBA as theirs. So I tell them to stay away from those two. Alright, so I'm going to give you 20 suggested SBA topics that you can choose from. Remember that you need a statement of problem and 3 research questions. The statement of problem should be in the form of a question plus 3 research questions that covers cause, effect and solution, and impact can be interchanged with effect. If you didn't know, now you know. Alright, good. So I'll be reading from a paper, so each time you see me looking down, it's the book that I wrote down topics in that I'm actually looking at. So the first topic is water shortage. So you can use water shortage, especially now that we are experiencing long periods of drought. So we can look at the impact of water shortage on your community. Remember that wherever you plan to do the study, you must include it in the statement of the problem. For example, you must say, what accounts for the high levels of water shortage in my community of Seaview Gardens? How does water shortage impact the community members of Seaview Gardens? Right? And that's in the form of a question. Good. We can also look at unemployment in your community. That's a good suggestion for a SBA topic as well. So we can look at unemployment, the impact of unemployment on the community, on the person, or on a person's family. Right? We can look at the major causes of unemployment among the youth in the community. Good. We can look at the effects of unemployed parents and children. Or we can look at the parents alone, or we can look at the children alone, right? How does unemployment affect them? Good. So many different questions we can get out of unemployment. Next one is poor academic performance. So you'd look at poor academic performance among the students at your school, or a certain category of students in your school, right? How does poor academic performance impact the students within my school of, say, Caribbean High School? However, however, poor academic performance impact the students, or how it impacts the school. So you could get at least 2 out of that. Good. We look at unpunctuality. This is lateness. So how does unpunctuality impact the student, or how does unpunctuality impact the academic performance of a student? Good. Number 5, we can look at skin bleaching. Skin bleaching is very popular in Jamaica, where I am at, and it's popular among a lot of students, especially at certain schools. Not to be discriminatory, but it's a fact, right? So we look at the effects of skin bleaching on an individual, or we look at the effects of skin bleaching on students at Caribbean High School, or we look at the effects of skin bleaching on individuals within my community of Seaview Gardens, right? Then now we can look at the level and frequency of garbage collection in my community. That's a good one to do as well. Next, we can look at single parent families. So you can look at the impact of single parent families on the children, right? One parent being there, how does the children cope? Or you can look at the effects of single parent family on the single parent, because you know that being one parent have to be the financial provider. So the one parent is the breadwinner, right? The children or the child missing that parent who is not there. How involved is the missing parent in the life of the child or children? That's a good one as well. We can look at the poor transportation system, right? Many of us, we can't get buses, cars, coaster buses to take us to school. So we look at the effect of the transportation system or poor transportation system, right? And we look at the level and prevalence of transport to take us to and from. Good. We also can look at people's political party preference. We just had an election in Jamaica and we had a voter turnout of 37%, right? The lowest in a contested election since 1944. So you can look at person's political party preference in your community. Good, that's a good one too. Now, a very, very good one, since you are in the season, we can look at the impact of COVID-19 on learning. So we say that face-to-face is almost non-existent. A lot of persons are turning to online. You can look at how it impacted students before, with CSEC only offering a paper 1 alone and no paper 2 because the face-to-face would have been a problem. Now a lot of schools are going fully online because of COVID, and teachers and students have to be learning how to navigate these online platforms like Edmodo, Zoom, Google Classroom, Google Suites, right? So this would be a good one. So the impact of COVID-19 on learning, all right? How did COVID-19 negatively impact learning at my school at Caribbean High School? Something like that. Good? Then now we're going to look at the prevalence or the impact of divorce in my community. Or we can look at the impact on the family, right? In terms of divorce. So that also would be a good one to use. We can also look at incest, looking at prevalence and impact of incest. That's a really touchy topic, but it is one that a student could explore as well, right? We're looking at number 13, looking at the impact of COVID-19 on the elderly in my community, because we know that COVID-19 has taken the lives of a lot of persons who have comorbidities, right? Persons with hypertension, diabetes, heart problems, lungs problem, right? So look at the impact of COVID-19 on the elderly within your community, or the impact of COVID-19 on the community in general, if you don't want to be specific to elderly persons. But being specific to elderly persons would make your research focused and easier to get the information that you would want to garner from a research like this. Great? We can also look at number 14, why are teenagers turning away from religion? Right? Remember, well, let me not say remember, but back in my day when I was a child, I had to go to church, right? I had to go to Sunday school or wherever you might worship. You might not worship in a church, you might worship in a synagogue, a temple, a mosque, wherever you worship, right? A lot of young persons are being turned off from religion. So you could do a research to find out the reasons for this happening. Good? Alright, number 15, we can look at the level and extent of students' involvement in extracurricular activities at school, because a number of students are not involved in extracurricular activities at their school. So you can do a study to find out the number of students who are involved, those who aren't involved, and find out why students are not involved in extracurricular activities, and put forward solutions to get more students to be involved in extracurricular activities. So that would be a good study as well. Number 16, we can look at the special needs of seniors in my community. Remember that they are older and not able to take care of themselves. Some of them are not able to do things that they would normally do when they were younger. Some of them might need assistance with certain needs. So you can carry out this research to find out what are their needs and how these needs can be met. 17, the level and awareness among community members about COVID-19. Not a lot of persons are aware of all the protocols. Some persons don't take it serious. Some people believe that it's a farce, it's fake, and it's a conspiracy theory by the government to give us a vaccine. So you can carry out a study to find out how much people actually know about COVID-19, how it affects you, how it can be prevented, how you must carry out the safety protocols. So this now would be a very good research, especially in a time like this. So this would be a very good topic to explore. Good. Number 18, the availability and efficiency of health services in my community. So whether there is clinics, pharmacies, health centers, doctors' offices in your community, how many and how efficient they are, and also the accessibility to because we realize there's a clinic in my community, but you have to go there like early in the morning to get a particular number so you can get through, because there's a flood of persons on the healthcare services, so chances are it might take a very, very long time to get through, right? And sometimes only one doctor is working on a particular day. So it's a good topic to explore as well, right? My school as an institution, its strengths and weaknesses. Good topic as well. And the final one now, number 20, is push factors influencing migration in my community. So you look at the problems that are causing person to leave the community to go elsewhere to live. Alright, so those are my 20 SBA suggestions. If you have any questions, comments, concerns, please post them below. Remember to like, share, comment, and subscribe. And also, if you have any video ideas, you can post them in the comment section or follow me on Instagram at Social Studies Wiz. The Social Studies Wiz on Instagram. Follow me. Alright? Have a good day.